Keto pumpkin ice cream. Everybody loves it. I think that it's going to be pretty easy to make. Just requires a little bit of time. So why don't we go ahead and get started, dive on in. Here we have 1 cup of some canned pumpkin. This was actually a little difficult to find, so I had to call ahead to places to make sure that they had it, even though it should be in season. And take some vanilla extract, specifically 1 teaspoon here. Throw it in. I'm not always super precise. I don't carefully measure out everything. And once it's mixed well, we're done with the first step. We're going to put this in the fridge. All right, so for the next part of the recipe, we're going to take a mixing bowl and a whisk. Take our 5 egg yolks. We've already separated the whites out. Throw them in. Take half a cup of the 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. Put that on in. So now we're going to set this off to the side. We're going to take our remaining 1.5 cups of heavy cream, put it in a medium-sized saucepan. Then here we have 1/3 cup of xylitol. Now this is a little bit higher on the glycemic index than erythritol, so if you do want to substitute xylitol for erythritol, I would recommend looking up what the ratio is. With xylitol specifically, it's 1:1 cups xylitol to sugar. So this is as close as you're going to get to a real authentic ice cream taste. So that's why we're going with this particular ingredient today. So we're going to take again this 1/3 cup of xylitol, put that on in there. And here we have a mixture of ground cinnamon, ground ginger, nutmeg, salt, and just a pinch of erythritol. We're going to move this over to the stove, put it on medium heat. We're going to bring it to a simmer. Please do not let it boil. If it boils, it will curdle, and it's going to ruin the start of your ice cream recipe. So let's move on over to the stove. All right, so now that we've mixed that up, we're just gonna let it come to a simmer.
Dio, how come you're wearing a cone? Is it because you nibble on your butt too much? Dio, you look like this. This is what you look like.
All right, guys, so now that we're at a light boil, we wanna remove this from the heat. What we wanna do is slowly add it to this mixture of the eggs and 1/2 cup heavy cream that we prepared earlier. So ever so slowly. It smells really good. I think Dio agrees. All right, we just want to make sure that this is well combined, even though we were slowly incorporating it into that egg mixture we had earlier. All right, this is good. So it's still pretty watery or milky. It's not very thick. So what we're going to do is take this mixture, now that we've incorporated everything, add it back into our saucepan. All right, so now that we have that in our saucepan, I'm gonna put this back on medium heat, a little bit lower than what we previously had it at. We're gonna take our wooden spoon and we're just gonna stir it. You wanna make sure that you're constantly stirring it very lightly until it's just coating the back of the spoon. But we want it to be a little bit thicker where it's staying on a little bit instead of seeing that drip drip. We want a little bit thicker. So it's thickened up a good bit. You can see it's not as watery. And when you do this, it's coating the back of the wooden spoon very nicely. So we want to just turn the heat off, and we want to get this off the heat to prevent any kind of curdling. So we're going to take this out of the pan, put it back into our mixing bowl. So with this, we're just going to whisk one more time. And to cool it as quickly as possible, we've gone ahead and prepared an ice bath. So a lot of ice, a lot of water, and we're just gonna dip this right on in to get it cooled down as quickly as possible. Now that we have this immersed in the ice bath, we're gonna go ahead and incorporate our pumpkin vanilla extract mixture. All right, so we've got something very smooth in texture and ready to go be chilled. Ugh. This is so nerve-wracking. Voila. Okay, so now we've let our mixture chill for a few hours in the refrigerator in that ice bath. Now we're going to move it over to the ice cream maker of our ice cream machine. All of that in there. All right, so we've gotten a good amount of that in. So what we're gonna do is stick our ice cream bowl there. Here's our ice cream mixer. Stick our lid on. Push it firmly into the lock position. Power on. All right, so now we're gonna let this do all of the work for about 15-20 minutes, and we'll be back to check in on our keto pumpkin ice cream.
You want some ice cream, Dio? Dio, you want some ice cream?
All right, you guys, so our ice cream was going for about 20 minutes, and we knew it was ready because it wasn't churning like it was in the beginning where it looks like it was all mixing. It looked like it was standing still. So we're gonna go ahead and remove the top. Oh, look at that.
Look at it.
It is an ice cream texture. This is definitely pumpkin ice cream, keto pumpkin ice cream. I think that it's really good, but I think that it's really up to the official taste test. Chris, you're gonna love this.
I'm gonna throw some of this sugar-free whipped cream on. Ooh, baby.
Ooh, baby, baby.
Ugh. These taste tests are so funny. Of course I'm gonna say it's delicious. It is very good. It's awesome.
Talk about the texture.
The texture, it's got the texture of regular ice cream. Yeah, it's really good. Super creamy. Super pumpkin-y. What else?
Just super good.
Super good.
Just super good.
Subscribe.
Do the things.
Do the things. I'm gonna eat this whole thing.